Hello and welcome to the highlights of day 2 of the second test match of the Moose Clothing Cup, powered by skyx.net. Sri Lanka versus Australia. Australia won the toss and they're looking very good at the end of day 1. 298 for 5. Labuschagne's first 100 away from home, and Steve Smith breaking that barren run, making 109 not out himself. They're looking extremely good at the beginning of day 2. The Sri Lankan bowlers, plenty of spin, but the Australian batsmen were able to cope with whatever they threw at them. Theekshana on his debut, nothing, 15 overs, none for 45. Jayasuriya, another debutant, 3 for 90. And Rajitha and Ramesh Mendis had a wicket each. So that's the story at the beginning of the day. Let's join the action.
Day number 2 of the second test match between the hosts Sri Lanka and the visiting Australians. Australia 298 for 5 at the close of play of day number 1. Steve Smith played beautifully, unbeaten on 109. He's joined by Alex Carey, the Australian wicketkeeper, who is unbeaten on 16. Oh, a little bit of turn. This will fall safely and run away for 4. First boundary of the morning to Smith. Well, there it is. And that's clattered into the boundary. He's found the gap. There is work for that man at mid-wicket to do. Plenty of work for him to do. Too much. Half volley 4. Just looked for timing rather than anything else. That is the middle of the bat.
There you go. It's in the air. Taken. Wicket number 4 for the debutant.
Looped a little bit more, bowled straighter, or more towards the leg stump. Just a bit of bounce. Top edge. Easy catch. 4th wicket for Jayasuriya. Here he goes for 28, 329 for 6. Oh, good catch. Very good catch, that is. That is an excellent catch. 5 wickets for Jayasuriya on his debut. But just take a look at that catch. That was a reflex, sharp catch by Kusal Mendis at slip.
Wicket number 5 for the debutant. Huge moment for him. Big moment. He worked so hard, toiled hard, and he's been rewarded.
Start goes. Out for 1, Jayasuriya, the bowler, 333 for 7. Oh, again, a bit of turn off the outside edge. Didn't really carry. Oh, look what happens there. Look at this. Great work. Good. Next one. Great goal. Use both feet.
Soccer skills there.
Again, how close is that? How close is that? Sri Lankans are very interested. I'm sure they might consider reviewing that.
It's very close. It is.
Pitching outside off, impact is in line, wicket sitting. Thank you, I'll go back to Michael on field. Michael, you need to change your decision. You're on screen now, you can signal out.
Right, Sri Lanka strikes. Kasun Rajitha. He's worked really hard, and that has paid off with the wicket of Pat Cummins for 5, 338 for 8. Yep, that's in the gap. Nathan Lyon.
Well, he's not going to waste no time. On the back foot, they're asking for it. Nothing from... Oh, given. He took his time, thought about it. Nathan Lyon did not waste time going upstairs.
Pitching in line. Impact is in line. Wickets hitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Kumar on field. Kumar, you can stay with your decision. I'll let you know. Yeah, you're on screen now. You can signal out.
6-1 for Prabhat Jayasuriya. It's Nathan Lyon who's gone this time. He's made 5. Australia 345 for 9.
That could be out. That could be out. And it gives Mahesh Theekshana his first wicket in Test matches.
Reviewed as well by Australia.
Pitching in line. Impact is in line. Wicket sitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Michael on field. Michael, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal out.
Yep, not a tough one. Not a tough one for Michael Goff. It was reviewed only because Australia had it and they were 9 down. Swepson gives Theekshana his first wicket in Test cricket. And Australia's innings comes to an end. 364 all out. Hundreds for Labuschagne and Smith. But what about this for a debut? Jayasuriya 6 for 118 in 36 overs.
I think for Australia, started well by Khawaja and Labuschagne after Warner was nicked off by Rajitha. Steve Smith, magnificent 145 and 104 by Labuschagne. And a good partnership between Smith and Carey as well. 4 bowlers used for Sri Lanka, successful. Prabhat Jayasuriya on debut, 6 for 118. Rajitha bowled well as well. And Theekshana picked up his maiden Test wicket.
Impressive Test record. Having just started his Test career, Pathum Nissanka. He's joined by his captain. That average doesn't tell the story of the last 18 months or so, where he's been extremely impressive. 2021, he was magnificent, unstoppable.
Something we have got used to with Mitchell Stark. First delivery, full. Seeing whether any swing on offer.
This has just fallen short. Just fallen short of Mitchell Swepson at square leg.
Final delivery before lunch.
Right, that'll be it. Nissanka and Karunaratne survived 3 overs of the Australians. Smith unbeaten on 145, extremely well supported by Marnus Labuschagne with his 104. The debutant Jayasuriya 6 for 118. Australia eventually dismissed for 364. Sri Lanka have just started their first innings. They trail at lunchtime by 356.
Very tough time for the batsman when you come out for those short periods. You don't know how to settle in, play your game. You're thinking of the break and survive. Now with the full session ahead, he'll be able to plan his game better. Pathum Nissanka and Dimuth Karunaratne. 3 slips and a gully. They wait for Pat Cummins. Edge taken. That's a blinder, Cameron Green. Needed brilliance and it has come.
Look at that reach. It was bound to happen. It was just a matter of time for Nissanka to edge a ball. He did, and it was grabbed in the slips beautifully by Green. He's walking back. Another disappointment for him. Only 6 contributed by him. It's 12 for 1.
The first of the Mendes is coming out. Kusal Mendes, 1350s and 700s. 2 slips and a gully. Nice and full from Stark to start off.
Oh, nasty. That's nasty. Didn't bounce as much.
Mitchell Stark right on the money. That front shoulder.
Lovely shot. 4 runs off the back foot. Waiting for it, using the pace. Nice loop. Good thinking by Karunaratne, coming down the pitch and punching it down the ground. Really didn't hit it hard. Again, it's the timing.
The key to this shot, he hasn't tried to overhit the ball. Full face of the bat.
Lovely drift and worked away quite well. 4. Don't bowl to the pads of Dimuth Karunaratne.
There's misfield at cow point by Mitchell Stark. It's going to be a boundary for Kusal Mendes. Slightly short by Nathan Lyon. There's one limitation by Nathan Lyon with having mid-off so wide. Looks like Travis Head. A big gap between Travis Head and cow point, Cameron Green as well. Anything full, just like that, will be driven. Exactly what Dimuth Karunaratne needed.
Pulled away, finds the gap, gets a boundary.
And a loose ball, the first probably. Karunaratne puts it away and the 50 is on the board.
Catch it!
Put down, full toss hit right back at Swepson.
Great ball. Mitchell Swepson.
Come on then, lads, eh? Come on, man.
Last ball. Pretty sure it would be tea after this. Yep, Karunaratne survives. Yep, tea is called. Sri Lanka 65 for 1. Australia 364. Hundreds for Smith. Labuskagni. 6 wickets on debut. Prabhat Jayasuriya. And now Sri Lanka trailing by 299 with 9 wickets in hand. The third session on the other side.
Nice use of the feet. Single off the first ball. Nicely driven. Passing mid-off. It's a boundary to start Stark's over.
Shot, beautiful shot by Dimuth Karunaratne. Shot this time by Mitchell Stark. Stood up to be hit, and Dimuth Karunaratne didn't disappoint it there.
Friendly full toss on the leg stump. Punch through mid-wicket. It's a good start for Kusal Mendes.
The footwork made it.
Aerial, but gets the gap again. Half century. Number 30 for Dimuth Karunaratne. A wonderful knock. The hundreds on the board. He doesn't miss out. We're talking about bowling full tosses. I wonder whether that's the information Lyon came out with. But Karunaratne times it nicely. Yeah, Karunaratne to the danger end. He was away with the shot, and that's a fantastic partnership between the captain and Kusal Mendes. 198 balls it's taken.
Now 50 for Kusal Mendes. That's his 14th half century, the second against Australia. And in the context of the game, an absolutely important effort contribution. That's lovely timing. That's four. That's a teaser for the fielder. Was not hit with a lot of power, but the timing was brilliant. Now, it says Aussies and heart in Sri Lanka. Does it mean that Aussies love Sri Lanka? Or? Chop behind point. Timing is good. And a boundary for Kusal Mendis.
And if there was a bad ball available, they made use of that.
Ball, split them in the middle. This partnership is now the highest second wicket partnership for Sri Lanka against Australia. It's a short ball, but a cutter bowled hard into the surface. All the tricks are coming out as Australia desperate for a wicket. They have put the bad ball away. They rarely have anything loose.
That boundary got him to his highest score against Australia in Test match cricket. The leg spinners are going to bowl a few back. That's close. That is close. And given.
Well, he's asking. He asked Kusal Mendis, and Kusal Mendis said yes, go upstairs, and they have. They're going to have a little look.
Pitching in line, impact in line. Wicket sitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Kumar on field. Kumar, you can say with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal out.
Out, out, out. And the new man will already make his way onto the field because Dimut Karunaratne left long time ago. He goes for a very well played 86, 164 for 2. That's a lovely stroke. Really is beautiful to watch.
Lanka trail by 180. And they'll have 8 wickets to come back with, end battle and try and eat away at that lead tomorrow. Good day's Test cricket. You'll have to say Sri Lanka getting the better of the day. 5 wickets in the first session. Negotiating some good bowling early from the Australians, especially the seamers. It became a lot easier as the day went on. 184 for 2. As you can see, the run rate also picking up from the second session to the third session. Couple of heroes, but with the bat for Sri Lanka, one of them here, Kusal Mendis. He's not out on 84. Dimut Karunaratne, the other, the captain, dismissed at 86 after a partnership of 152. They tried hard, Australia. They made run scoring very, very difficult. They just couldn't make too many inroads. So a job well done from Sri Lanka's point of view. Now, take a good rest. A lot more to do tomorrow.
A job well done, but it's not finished for Kusal Mendis. Man in, and to make sure and go in a big one for Sri Lanka to have any chance of winning this Test match. Very guard for Sri Lanka. Pathum Nissanka was brilliantly caught by Green of Stark. Dimut Karunaratne batted really well. Was LBW for 86 of Swepson. And this man on screen has been the stalwart. Steady, calm, 84 of 152 deliveries. Looked really solid. And Angelo Matthews, 36 deliveries for his 6 runs. Looking good for a big one.
They tried hard, Australia initially, very difficult to score off, but it became easier. Nathan Lyon, none for 69. They managed him well. Mitch Stark, 1 wicket. And Swepson with the other.